My name is Sydney Walters, and I am going to be doing my ethical decision-making presentation. So first I will start with a brief overview of my ethical dilemma that I have been given. My client Raul has been enrolled in a drug rehab program to break his cocaine addiction. The program's treatment routine includes pharmacological treatment, group therapy, and individual therapy. I am his social worker, and I have succeeded in establishing a relationship with Raul in my daily treatment sessions. One morning, he tells me some years ago he accidentally injured a bank guard during a holdup. He was never caught by the police, but another man was convicted for this crime and now sits in prison on a lengthy sentence for several days. And I have been trying to convince him that he should talk to the police in order to free the innocent man from prison. Raul not only refused to listen to my suggestion, but he expects that I keep this secret and what he has told me in complete confidence. What should I do? So my ethical decision-making model that I have chosen is the Reamer model of decision-making. And now I'm going to go through a few steps of the model in completing my presentation. I am going to start with number 1, determine whether there is an ethical issue and or dilemma. So I think that there is both an ethical issue and a dilemma in this situation. The ethical issue is that has been a crime committed, and someone needs to say something out of respect for the other person and their family. This is definitely a dilemma on the social worker's side of things, because once you gain respect for your client, it's not easy to break that. And the dilemma can also be seen on the other side, where the client does not want to go to jail or get in trouble. Next, I will identify the key values and principles involved. So some of those would be remembering the worth of the person. They still have a life, whether or not they want to go to jail or not. Importance of the relationship, respect, and fairness. I think fairness goes to the person also in jail and out of the sake of their family, because they don't deserve to be there, so something should be done. There is definitely meaning, because like I said, there is also someone in jail for nothing, and it would be huge to free this person. Limitations are included in needing to do what is right and how I should legally go about things for the sake of my job and personally my own license. Next, I'm going to rank the values and principles. I think that the number 1 on my rank list would be remembering the worth of both people. Social workers have a caring heart and are always thinking about others. The client is not the only person on their mind in this situation. They are thinking about the person who may have children and who is now in jail for nothing. Like, they may have a family at home and they're just sitting there wondering what they did to deserve this. I chose this value over some of the others because they overlap. Fairness could also be included in what I just talked about, and same as respect, out of sake for both people. Number 4, I'm going to develop an action plan that is consistent with the problem going on. So what I would do is approach him one more time and let him know that this is the last time that I will warn him of this, that he needs to talk to the police and tell them the situation, or sadly, I will have to be the one to do it. I will let him know that I will stand by him and support him as he talks with them, and remind him that he doesn't know the consequences yet. Maybe it will only be a few community service hours, and I'll try to stick to the positive side while helping him through this situation. This plan goes along with my values and principles because it's remembering that both of the people's worth and doing what is right for the sake of myself and my mental being. Number 5, implement your plan. I will remember the background of my client when using my communication skills. For example, I would approach my client and dig into the conversation about what was going on and figuring out how to approach the police about this topic. This comes into effect because I will continue to make sure that my relationship is strong with my client before just bombarding him with these questions, and make sure that he trusts me along the way. So lastly, I'm going to reflect on the outcome. I think the outcome will be very positive. I am hoping that after all the time and effort, my client will follow my lead and trust that I know what I'm doing because I'm here for a reason, and it will all work out and be the right decision. I'm going to go with everything worked out in a good way, and as I hope my future goes, and continue to work hard for my client. That concludes my presentation.